Hello. I got a new intro and outro, both of which I will be using in this video. Also, I have a life. I don't get much time to edit videos. Welcome back to another Terraria video. Using my experience within the game, I've compiled the top 5 best weapons, based on when you get them. First up, the one that kind of has to be included for being the best weapon in Terraria, is the last Prism. If you watched my last video, I explained how overpowered this weapon is. It just destroys anything, even the Moon Lord, in seconds. The only reason I put this so low on the list is because you will probably have a ton of good weapons already, since the last Prism is dropped by the Moon Lord. There's not much to say about this one. Next up, number 4 is the Megashark. If you manage to save up 35 gold in pre-hard mode, you can buy this weapon from the arms dealer. It really helps in defeating all of the pre-hard mode bosses, including providing an easy way to beat the wall of flesh, since musket balls are actually pretty cheap. You can also use the Megashark during the goblin invasion and the old one's army. Once you do end up defeating the wall of flesh, it becomes mostly irrelevant, since almost every hard mode enemy takes 50 bullets or more, making it quite an expensive weapon. However, it does have a tie with the number 1 slot later. Megashark's older brother, the Megashark, is number 3. After defeating the Destroyer, the easiest hard mode boss, you can upgrade your Megashark to the Megashark. This weapon has a high fire rate and much higher damage than the Megashark, and it stays as a reliable weapon throughout most of the game. I personally used it to defeat the twins, Skeleton Prime, and Plunderer, using it until it became mostly irrelevant with the next spot on the list. Number 2 is the Possessed Hatchet. This melee weapon is acquired from beating the Golem. It does around 100 to 130 damage, and it homes in on enemies. I used the Possessed Hatchet to beat the Lunatic Cultist, and it helped me destroy the Vortex Pillar, saving my NPCs from a gruesome death. The Possessed Hatchet is definitely one of the best endgame weapons. Finally, at number 1, is the Onyx Blaster. You might not have heard of this one. The problem here is that the Onyx Blaster is on desktop only. Pretty much, if you don't play on desktop, like I did for 5 years, then number 1 is the Possessed Hatchet. Anyway, the Onyx Blaster is crafted from 2 dark shards, 10 souls of night, and a shotgun, which is purchased from the arms dealer, and these supplies can be found very early in hard mode using the Megashark. The Onyx Blaster fires 4 bullets, and 1 special Onyx Blast, dealing double the damage the bullets do, for every single musket ball you use. I kept this in my hotbar all the way up, until I got the SDMG, the very last Moon Lord weapon I got. You can one-shot every basic hard mode enemy like the Crim Slime and Gastropods. You have to go very long into hard mode until you can find a weapon as powerful as the Onyx Blaster, and that is why this takes the number 1 spot. So there you go. If you enjoyed watching this video, or learned something, and want to see more, you can subscribe, or leave a comment, although I don't really care if you do. I'll upload a video hopefully within the next week, if not then 2 weeks, otherwise I probably got severely injured, sick, or died. I think that's a good note to leave this video on.